Welcome to the Happiness and Hope for the Japanese Youth Project. I am your host, Michala, and with me is clinical psychologist Sumire Sato from Japan.
Nice to meet
Welcome, Sumire.
Thank you.
I'm so happy we can talk today.
Me too.
Yeah. For you listeners, I just want to let you know that today Sumire and I will be talking about the topic of visibility.
Yes.
And the objective for today's talk will be about how to give you some simple tools and examples of how you can increase your visibility so that you can be more of your true, authentic self. And I believe that today will be an interesting conversation because I understand that the premises of the on-track map is not the same in Japan as it is in Denmark.
Yeah, definitely.
We will explore how to increase your visibility as it relates to the on-track map. But I designed the on-track map in the context of Denmark and Danish culture. So Sumire and I will be talking about the challenges with the cultural differences of how to apply. But in the end, we hope that we will bring you some tools and some tips for you to show up more authentically as your true self. That's the objective. Yeah. Do you want to just briefly translate that, Sumire? Just briefly. Just
Okay.
thanks.
今日は、続きで、デンマークの考え方を説明していくんですけど、その前に多分文化的な違いがデンマークと日本ではあるので、そのあたりを考えてから本題に入ろうという展開です。Okay?
Thank you, Sumire. Can I ask you to please bring on the on-track map for you listeners to see the principles?
Sure.
How visibility fits into it all. It's a holistic system. It's all about, happiness from the inside out.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So today we're talking about visibility.
Yeah.
But the idea of the on-track map is that real happiness has to begin from the inside. So you may want to go back and look at the practices for self-care and for mindset. For example, if you want to be visible, you might want to master your inner talk, your self-talk, because if you have a voice in your head that tells you, I'm not good enough or I will be criticized, then it's really difficult to show up in the world with your, be that privately or if you have a project at university that you want out. It's really crucial that you understand your mindset and also that you do some self-care practices, like, for example, meditation and stuff. So, yes, can you translate that, please?
Okay, of course.
Thanks.
まず自分をケアする方法をちゃんと習得してないと、自分はダメだとか、自分には価値がないとかで、本当の自分の心の声を自分が消してしまうので、そのあたりがすごく大事です。Okay?
Thank you, Sumire. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So this will be a conversation, and I have 3 suggestions, and we will go into each of these. And I have 3 suggestions for how for you to increase your visibility.
Okay.
And the first one is really to be true, to be you, not to pretend to be anyone else, just be you. And that's good enough. That's the number 1.
Okay.
Number 2 is to learn how to set healthy boundaries and explain yourself, to communicate well, communicate who you are and what it is that you want. And number 3, really important, super important, perhaps the most important part, that is for you to establish community.
Oh,
Talk with like-minded people, peers, groups, people like Sumire, who has created these wonderful societies for you to join together. Very important. So that's just a framework, and we will dive into everything. But basically, be you, set healthy boundaries, and set and seek out community.
Okay.
That's the tips we will be talking about.
Okay, so I will translate.
Thank you.
無力を防ぐ方法っていうのを今日はお伝えする回なんですけど、3つ教えてくれてて、1つ目が、とにかく自分であること、本当であること、自己一致っていうかな、自分自身に嘘をつかないっていうことがまず1つ目。で、2つ目は自分のセルフバウンダリーって言ったの、自分の境界を健康的な境界を設けること。ちょっとこの辺もうちょっと聞かへんとあれですけど、人に入り込ませる、なんていうかな、人の支配とか侵入とかを許さない自分っていうものをちゃんと確立することっていうニュアンスやと思います。後でもし違ったら違う日本語訳をします。で、3つ目は、コミュニティを作ることって言ってました。自分の話ができる人間関係を持つことが3つ目。Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Sumire. I suggest that we start out by tip number 1. And I find that's probably, I would really love to hear your takes, because it's easy for me to say, be yourself. I mean, it's not always easy, because we all want to be liked and all of that, and we have to fit into society. But what I understand from you, Sumire, is that it's much harder to be you in the context of the culture in Japan. So I am not the one to tell you how to be you in Japan, because I don't know what it's like to be Japanese. So I'd like to ask you, Sumire, can you talk a little bit to that? What would be your tip to best be yourself within the context of the Japanese society?
Okay, so before that, may I ask you?
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Anything.
I want to know your way in Denmark. What is your way to be yourself in Denmark? Maybe
That's
then,
yes, that's a great way. It's a long journey. It's not something that happens overnight. And I've had to do a lot of reprogramming of my mind.
Okay.
I think kind of when you are young, you grow up, and you are taught by your parents and your teachers and the society how to be.
Yeah.
And then there comes a point when you decide, I am the one to decide who I am to be, not my parents, not the educational system, not society. So a lot of reprogramming, and it's not easy, but I have done a lot of, you could call it reparenting.
Yeah.
I've started to parent myself, be my own mentor, so to speak. Yes, so that's one concrete way to begin to reprogram and mentor yourself. You can talk to your inner child. You can let your inner child know that it's safe. It's safe to be you, and I will be there for you, so to speak, to become your own parent. Does it make sense?
Yes, totally. So, did you do as your way by yourself everything?
No, I had great mentors, and I read a lot. I'm 60 years old, so I've been doing this for a long time. I think I probably was about 30 years old, like you, when I started to really grow up and do my own programming and live in a different way. I don't do the normal I don't do the standard way of living. I kind of decided for a way for me to live, and it does have sacrifices, because it doesn't have as much security as being employed and all of that, but I decided that's how I want to live.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much for your sharing.
Of course. Thank you for your great question. Will you translate a little bit about it, like a reprogramming and how to mentor yourself, please?
Sure.
Whatever you feel is relevant.
Okay, 私に日本で、さっき説明してくれた1、2、3のまず1個目なんですけど、自分自身であるっていうことを日本ではどうしたらできるかっていうのをまずミクが私に聞いてくれたんですけど、日本でどうするかの前にデンマークでミクがどうしてるかを聞いてもいいかっていうふうに私が聞かせてもらって、で、そのミクの答えを今から訳すんですけど、すごくそれもデンマークでも長旅だったっていう話で、すぐにできたわけじゃなくて、ミクが今60代なんですけど、私ぐらいの時、30になった時とかぐらいの時に、自分の、親っていうか、どう言ったらいいかな、自分の手綱は自分が握るっていうふうに決めて、親でもないし、社会でもないし、先生でもなく、自分が自分のオーナーになるっていうことを決めて、で、そこからいろいろ学び始めて、いろんなメンターとか、どういうふうに自分の本音を自分がちゃんと大事にするかを長年意識してやってきたから、今はできるようになったっていうのがミクの答えでした。OK!
Thank you so much, Sumia. I have to say, I loved your question, and it sparks me to, I think we should actually dive right into suggestion number 3, because you asked me, how do you do this?
Yeah.
And I would say one thing that is really important, and that is you cannot do it alone.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to talk about that, but will you just preface that, just translate that it's important that you seek community. This is not a journey. You can do it on your own, but it's very hard to do it by yourself. It's very, very important that you seek community like Sumia and the wonderful community that she provides for you. Will you please translate that? Because I think that's really important.
Okay, thank you. 今言ってくれたのは、私が聞いたことがすごくその大事なことを引き出す観点やったっていう話で、自分であるということを自分一人でやるのはすごく難しいことだと。だから、人の手を借りていろんな人と話すことでそれはできることだから、自力でそれをやろうと思わなくていいっていうのはすごく大事な部分です。っていうことです。はい。Okay.
Thank you. So perhaps we can talk a little bit about this, Tumia, because again, I'm not in Japan.
Yeah.
So I'd like to ask you, what would your suggestion? I mean, does it make sense from a psychological point of view? That you need community to so that you don't feel alone. I mean, I think it's really, really huge problem, even in Denmark too. I mean, loneliness and isolation is a huge problem, I think, worldwide. So the more that we establish communicate, the better we will feel mentally and the less alone we will feel. And I think that's super, super important. So do you have how would you suggest? I mean, do you invite into your community, or what are your suggestions in Japan?
Yeah, okay. This is so difficult question for me because it's so hard for me to express myself in Japan. So now I'm in the process of my challenging here. So, but my suggestion is this is my way, but to know the die period. It's so difficult to express, but
No, I understand. It's a journey, so it doesn't
yeah.
happen overnight. Yes,
Yeah,
I understand. It
exactly.
takes time,
Thank you so much.
and you have to let go of some things.
Yeah, maybe in Japanese society, we have a lot of voices from outside,
Yes,
teachers or parent or society,
yes,
uh,
yes,
age or gender or something like that. So, but when we know the limit of our
yes,
life, yeah, then
yes.
um, I think I am just animal, so I have to die. I can't live forever. So
Mhm.
then I decide to set priority. Um, First priority is my feeling or my health. Um, this is maybe in Japanese society, most of people feel so afraid uh,
Yes.
to express themselves because society and a lot of people think about bad feeling if we express ourselves.
Yes. Yes, I understand.
Mm-mm.
So it's about establishing emotional safety.
Mhm. It's the to be honest,
Yes, of
yeah,
course.
I don't have the answer because
No,
every day my feeling is so get dangerous in my society. Um, Elder men told me be silenced. You can't show your opinion in this meeting or something like that. Every day,
really,
yes, people
really. You
told me,
get told that?
yeah, every day. So it's not safe for me, but I choose
I
to
understand.
express, yeah, I choose to express myself by myself. So
Yes,
it's my decision, but in
yes,
Japanese society, it's not safe at all.
no,
Everybody expect and need to be um, don't open the mouth.
yes,
I mean,
yes, yes, yes. I understand that it's very challenging.
yes.
So, I don't know if you want to speak about that in Japan or in Japanese, or I don't know. Do you want to translate that, or
Okay, sure. Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
Yeah,
sure. How you
yeah,
feel about it? Yes. I
of
mean,
course. Mhm.
yeah.
It's so important topic, I think.
It is. I mean, we will talk about it. We don't have the solutions, but at least we can talk about it.
Yes.
Yes.
次に日本で私自身はどうやって自分であるかっていう話を今してたんですけど、めっちゃ正直に言うと、日本で自分を表現する、私はこう考えますっていうことを私が考えるっていうことはすごく風当たりがきついという話を今してました。で、ミクは、自分の中の自分にあなたはあなたであって安全だよっていう許可を自分で与えるっていうことを言ってたんですけど、日本でそれをどうやってするのっていう話やったんですけど、めちゃくちゃ正直に言って、私は全く自分が安全じゃないと日々感じてて、やっぱり、無言の圧力というか、はっきりと黙れとか、こう言葉で言われるわけじゃないけど、やっぱり日々私は意見を言うっていうことに圧力をかけられることも多いし、そのみんなに迎合して黙ってろと、口を閉じてただニコニコして座ってろみたいなあのことはすごく感じるし、なんか何かみんながほんま思ってることやのに誰も言ってないことを私が言った時に、なんかそんなことは言うべきことじゃないみたいな、特にやっぱりおじいさん的な人たちからはなんか今までのやり方を変えるってことへの抵抗とかすごく合うから、今の私に日本で安全に自分を表現するっていう答えはないっていう話をしてました。OK?
Thank you. So, Sumia, I understand this is so I'm thinking we could perhaps talk about I understand that, and I have biggest respect for you and you who are listening. The Japanese youth, I really have the biggest respect for you. I want you to know that, and I also understand that things are not as easy for you as they may be for me in Denmark.
Mm-hmm.
What I'd like us to talk about that I think could be really helpful
Mm-hmm.
is to build community.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, number 3.
Yes, number 3. I think yes, I think because from what I get here
Mm-hmm.
is that it is not easy,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel that if you are together with more like-minded people and
Mm-hmm.
you are in groups with people who understand you,
Mm-hmm.
you don't feel so alone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, Sumire, if you have suggestions, I know you have some wonderful organizations. What you are creating community and you are helping people join together. So do you have suggestions for how to establish community?
Okay, so you mean what kind of community? Could you tell me the detail?
Yes, I'm
I
thinking.
understand. Yeah.
No, you go ahead.
Thank you. I understand your question about my community, but maybe I can't understand deeply. I think number three
Yes,
established community. Please tell me about more.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. I am simply thinking about finding people that shares the same values, the
Mm-mm.
same view as you do, so
Mm-hmm.
you can exchange, have
Mm-hmm.
conversations, and
Mm-hmm.
support each other.
Okay.
It could be in your local community
Mm-hmm.
or it could be online. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know the
Mm-hmm.
options in Japan. Do,
Mm-hmm.
do, do you join in? Do you how is it to meet people? Is there a lot of loneliness
Yeah.
or
Mm-mm.
yes,
Yes, yeah, loneliness and yeah, it's so isolated
isolated?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes,
country in Japan. So, but
yes,
my community is meeting directly, um, and people doesn't deny anything, so we can accept every opinions in our community with
yes. That's
interest.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is
yes,
really it's so important attitude, I think. Accept
yes,
everything, but maybe if in Japan we have some community, but um, it's so difficult to express. But um, every community has I mean, atmosphere. Um,
yes.
yeah, in Japanese society, group or company has the um, uh, correct answer. So
Hmm.
we can't show our opinion freely. There is the correct answer. So
Yes.
we can share only one opinion. This is the um, allow. This is not allowed opinion here. So
Uh-huh.
we have to imagine what is the right opinion here. Um,
Yes.
we have to feel that
Yes.
so um, we have to control our attitude in every community. So it's so hard to be ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but in your community, you can be yourself, right?
Yes,
In
yes,
your community,
yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have other, I don't know where you are located, but for those of you who are listening,
Mm-hmm.
do you have other suggestions for where people can go and be themselves and share freely?
Mm. Okay, that's so nice question. Um, I guess every family can't show their real feeling in Japan. Um, to mother or to father or to son
Yes.
or to daughter, we
Yes.
hide our real feelings and um, we show the role model. So if we get the community, but then we have to um, learn the
Yes.
way how
Yes.
should I behave.
Yes.
So
Uh-huh.
now there is no idea from me.
Mhm.
Yeah, in Japanese society, mm, yes, but mm,
Sumia, do you have just one community?
mhm,
Your community, could you have
mhm.
uh, other communities in other cities that are like yours?
No, my community is not only in my city, but
Aha, oh, good.
but this is the community for teenagers. So maybe if we look for, then we can find a place to gather together. But yes, but if we are in Japan, then Japanese has the pressure on
Yes.
the country everywhere.
Yes. Yes.
So yes, maybe I guess we can't run away from the atmosphere. Uh,
No. No. No.
everywhere. Yes, maybe
Yes.
this is good and bad at the same time. I think, for example, Japanese road or the garbage center is so clean,
Yes.
or the train or bus is so correct to time.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's so. I mean, this is the nice aspect. We
Yes.
have so heavy pressure in our society, so they
Yes. Yes.
have to
Yes.
behave politely.
Yes.
So, but
Yes.
at the same time, this is so bad aspect at the same time.
Yes. Of
So,
course.
yeah.
Yes.
Mhm,
So Sumia,
mhm,
what would be your best tip for how to establish community,
mm, establish
or
community.
just
Mhm,
to meet other people, to be free and
mhm,
share opinions?
mhm,
Do you have interest groups of, I
mhm,
don't know, because I don't know
mhm.
a lot about Japan, but do you have different interest groups that you could join?
Yeah, I guess so. Especially we have some thema. We have some problem or the um, topic. Then
Yes.
yeah, for example, an alcoholic anonymous or
Mhm.
gambling support group,
Yes. Yes.
something like that. If we have some topic to discuss about it, to get
Ah,
some
I
help
see.
from them, it's so
Yes.
easy to get community because we can
Ah,
share the same problem, and
I
we can,
see.
yes.
Yes.
Mm,
So that's one suggestion. I mean, if you
mm,
find a group of interest that
mm,
fits
mm,
you.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yes.
mm,
So,
mm,
wow. Yeah, it's interesting. There are those cultural differences.
mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's your biggest hope, Samia?
Mm,
What's your biggest hope for
mm.
the society as it is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have so high suicidal number in Japanese society. So I think one of the reason to suicide in our society is we can't find our own way, and um, we have to kill by myself. Um,
Mhm.
First kill
Yes.
my mind, and then
Yeah.
other, yeah, it's so sad, but a lot of people suicide here. So uh,
Mhm.
I want to um, for example, change the education.
Yes.
Now Japanese education is so same. Every student get the same education, and we have to be average person. Every
Yes.
subject needs the same average for everyone. So, but
Uh,
it's better for us to um, I mean, if one person love mathematics or
yes. Yes.
something,
Yes.
then yes, it's so nice for the person to
Hmm.
um, more, dedicate, more
Yes.
try hard.
Yes. 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 Yes.
So
Yes.
it's better to um, change education for individuality. Uh,
Yes.
sh-
And that I hear. Yes. So you want to influence the
yeah,
educational system?
yeah, first of all,
Or
so
the,
then yeah, it's the first step, step by step. But our goal is to express myself and to everybody allow everybody's opinions here.
yes.
This is the
Yes.
our goal. But first
Yes.
step, we can. treat ourselves importantly.
Yes. Self-respect.
Yeah,
Self-respect. Yes.
self-respect. Yes, yeah,
Yes.
totally. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's a key word, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Even if society is like
Mm-hmm.
it is, you
Mm-hmm.
can still treat yourself with respect.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I like you to translate that, please.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever you feel is relevant from what we just
Mm-hmm.
talked about. But I think
Mm-hmm.
really important that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter the
Mm-hmm.
outside, you can treat yourself with respect. Very
Yes, yes, yes.
important.
うん。
Yes.
I translate? いろいろと喋ってたんですけど、そもそも、日本で、どっから略そうかな、めっちゃ喋ってましたね。日本で本音が言える人間関係はどうやったら作れるっていう話をしてて、で、やっぱりその日本だとどこにいても家族でさえちょっとこう役割を演じるというか、なんか本当の自分が思ってることかどうか分からず喋ってるっていうことの方が多分日本って多いよなって話をしていて、で、まあ、何か、依存症の自助グループとか、その相談する共通の話題があると、それに関して集まりやすいかもしれへんけど、まあ、ちょっと、ミクが言ってる3つ目、No.3 の、コミュニティを持つ、孤立せずに人と喋るっていうことを、日本でそれを本音でやろうとするとちょっと難しいなっていうことを話してたんですけど、で、スーが思う、そこに向かっていく、何を目指すってことを聞いてくれて、で、それに対して私は、その本当はみんなが自分を表現できて、それを尊重し合えるってことが一番目指すとこなんだけど、まずそもそも多分、教育の段階で学校でみんな均一に同じように全部の科目を平均点取らなあかんっていう今の現状からもうちょっと得意を伸ばせたりとか、まずその自分の特徴を大事にされるっていう体験がステップ、なんていうかな、まずそこがあるといいんじゃないかなっていう話をしていたら、セルフリスペクトがすごい多分大事なキーワードだよねっていうのをミクが言ってくれました。自分自身を自分がリスペクトすること、尊敬するっていうことがすごく大事な姿勢だよねという話をしてました。Okay.
Yeah.
So long translation.
Yeah, thank you so much. But I think you really nailed it because self-respect is always available. Yes,
Okay.
it is. I mean, no matter how other people treat you, self-respect comes before, you know. Yeah, really important. Yes.
It's maybe it's so difficult for me to keep my self-respect in Japan because every day um, it's so hard to be myself here. So, for example, today or yesterday, I think I'm not good enough, I guess, or something like that. So, what is your way to keep self-respect every day?
Yes, great question. I think, again, if you look at the on-track map, you need to go
Yeah.
to principle number 2, mindset.
Yeah.
You know, and you also need to go to know number 1, which is the self-management, because you need to learn to master this one. But it's like a radio. It just talks
Yeah.
and it talks. So you need to quiet the mind. So, for example, meditation.
Okay, yeah.
Empty the mind as much as you possibly can. Yes. And once you emptied the mind, you can begin to talk positively to yourself,
Okay.
like you would to a small child. Like, I hear you. I understand that it's hard to be told what to do and all of that. But I hear you. I understand you. I know that you are good enough. and that you are doing the best that you can.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to yourself like you would talk to a small child.
Okay.
But you need to
Mhm.
quiet the mind before, because if the mind is going like that, you can't put positive talk on top of that. You need to empty the mind. Go for a walk, be in nature.
Yeah, be in nature.
Yeah.
Okay, so I translated.
Thank you.
セルフリスペクトをどういうふうにキープしたらいいかっていうのを、私自身がそれすごく難しくて、やっぱりなんか毎日風当たりはきついから、ああみたいな落ち込むし、私はこれでいくと思っててもへこむことも多いので、どうしたらいいか聞いたんですけど、そうすると、頭を空っぽにすることがすごく大事だよと。で、そのわーっとなっていろんな、なんていうのな、考えとかがこうわーってなってる状態やと、なんか考えるのも考えられへんから、一旦静かに頭をする。まあ、瞑想したり、自然の中に行ったりして、で、自分自身にすごくちっちゃい子に話しかけるみたいに、もう十分よくやってるよとか、ベストを尽くしたよとかいうのを、ケアをする、話しかける。で、自分の本音というか、を、自分の感覚を大事にするっていう時間を作るみたいな感じだと思います。Okay.
Thank you, Sumire. Does it make sense to you?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, that's
I think the thing is, when we are busy, we forget to take time to just be quiet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And self-care, principle one, just so it's daily practice to take time out for you.
Yeah. Okay. 毎日バタバタしていると自分をケアする時間を忘れがちだから、毎日の積み重ねでちゃんとセルフケアをする時間を取るのが大事。Okay?
Thank you, Sumire. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any more questions before we wrap up, or what do you think?
It's okay. Now
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah.
Thank you for your wonderful questions, Sumia, because it is important that we understand the different contexts and everything. And still, even though we live in different cultures, some things are still possible because we are human. We are human beings, and it's just so important to treat yourself with respect. I think that's probably what I am personally taking away from this talk. What do you think, Sumir? What are you taking away from our talk?
This is so deep learning for me and for Japanese society as well, I think, because maybe everybody to want to get the self-respect, but it's the best way to spread self-respect all over the world. So it's not only for Japanese society, but also all country, I guess.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you.
Oh, likewise,
Your
Sumir.
work is so great. Yeah.
I appreciate you so much too, and I hope that we will be teaching this together someday out in the world. That would be fun. Yes. So thank you so much for your wonderful translations as well, and thank you so much everyone who listened. And if you have any questions, we are there at the YouTube channel. You can post any questions that you like. So until the next episode, take care and take a little time out for you to practice some mindfulness and some self-respect, and then go and seek some community. That would be my best guides for today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for your coaching.
Thank you for your wonderful questions and translations. I look forward to next time.
Me too.
Thank you, Samir.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye for now. Bye-bye.